tighten the last screw.
Okay, I'm on it.
Yeah.
Come on, go.
All right, man, now you gotta do is just cut the red wire. We're done.
Red wire, got it.
Wait, unless it's the 762 series, then you cut the white wire.
What?
Remains of Smashing Plastic. My name is Sean, and that guy right there, that's the mutated corpse of Richard.
Today we're going to be reviewing Manhattan Project.
And its expansion, Manhattan Project Second Stage.
Which was produced by Minion Games and developed by Brandon Tibbets.
Tidbits.
So one of the things that I like most about Manhattan Project is the meeples. The meeples are great. They're made from stock so thick you can use it as a doorstop, and the images on there, the artwork is brilliant. It's retro, it's cool, they're cute little scientists. It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, this retro kind of look to it really transports you back to the 60s. It's like an episode of Mad Men looking at this board. It's almost like a coffee table, you know. It's a cork board and a file and an ashtray, and that's where the money goes when things happen. I mean, everything on the board has a purpose. It's all self-explanatory, and it really helps ease you into the game. New players can pick this up without too much trouble.
And then you got all your other little extra bits like your loaded bombs and your damage tokens and your money and your yellow cake and your uranium and your bomb cards. It's all great. It's all good stuff.
It's vibrant, it stands out, it punches you, it wants to be played. This game wants to be played.
Exactly. So there are all sorts of different things that you can do on the board here. For example, you can send your workers to university and that'll turn him into an engineer, or you can send him along and that's going to turn him into a scientist, which is great because what you need in order to get bomb designs is a scientist and an engineer. So once you've done that, you come over to get a bomb design. And on this table here, there's all sorts of different bombs that you can develop, ones that require uranium and ones that require plutonium. Now, your uranium and plutonium is tracked on this map here. And in order to get that, you need to get yellow cake. And in order to get yellow cake, you have to go to the mines.
So yeah, I can send my worker to the mines, or if I've got an engineer, I can send him to this mine, and I can pull yellow cake out from that way. But there's another way I can go. I can use engineers or workers to actually build my own mines. So that mine then comes into my country, and I can send my workers there, whoever I want, to go and get another couple pieces of yellow cake. But the tricky thing here is that's not the only thing you can do. Say I've got a couple of things, a university, a factory, a mine. I can start working here, but if I send a worker to this espionage square, I can go infiltrate other players' buildings. I can sneak my players into another country, and they can start using their factories, and they can start using their reactors. They can start using these fancy buildings, because the more buildings you purchase, the more stuff you get off the track. Now, it's harder to buy the stuff at the end of the track. It's more economical to wait for it to sneak its way into this side of the board, but once you've got that reactor in your country, it's a lot easier to get uranium. It's a lot easier to get plutonium. You want that. You want the easy path to victory.
So Sean's built himself a brand new reactor, and unfortunately at this stage, perhaps I can't leverage what he's built, but what I can do is slow down his progress by sending guys to the airstrike spot on the board. Now what this means is I can send fighters over his airspace and shoot down his fighters that he may have in defense. And if I manage to do that, if I clear out his fighters, then I'm able to do bombing runs on his factories and slow down his production and damage them until he can repair it later in the game. So Manhattan Project culminates towards the end of the game in this crazy arms race, which is the most fun part of this game.
I think of all the games we've got in our collective collection, this is the one that has the best end game. You really do genuinely race. It really is. I'm one step away from winning this game.
I can see what he's doing. I can see where he's going to get the points. He's loaded some bombs into his bomber. He's going to get a couple of extra 5 points, and yeah, it just turns into this mad rush at the end, which is great.
Having said that, it's not like it's an easy game. Some of these these squares require certain things. You need $5 for this one, engineer there, $5 there.
And the
you
real
never seem to have enough resources.
And
to
the real
take
kicker
advantage
is
every time.
that you have to wait until somebody vacates that position before you can leverage it, which is all that thing about timing, which you are pretty good at, which is really quite annoying. But anyway, this game is in my top 5. It's in my top 3 even. I love this game. It's great fun.
Yeah, it's definitely inside my top 10. It's a must recommend. But there's more to this game than just what's here. There's also the expansion. There's the second stage expansion, which I've got sitting here. The second stage offers a bunch of interesting stuff and sort of builds the game laterally and vertically.
So what the expansion adds is quite a few different things. So first of all, we have the hydrogen bombs. So what that does, if you're able to develop a hydrogen bomb, is it doubles the point values of bombs that you've already made, which can really make that end race quite exciting. The other thing that's included in the box is nations, and that gives personal powers to each of the players in the game, and they're really quite cool and interesting, and it really changes the dynamic of the game quite well. Problem is though that there's a bunch of nations that weren't included in this box, which is a bit of a shame. The other thing that's in here is different personalities. We haven't used that yet because this game's got so much legs as it is. We haven't got around to having a look at those. And then the last thing is the rockets. Now the rockets, Sean and I weren't too keen on those because it kind of defeats the purpose of the way that the fighters and the bombers work. But you can check it out for yourselves.
So as you can probably guess, I mean, this is one of our favorite games. It's one you should definitely buy.
Absolutely. Thanks for watching Smashing Plastic. If you want to get in contact with us, I'm at AxeKickerKelly on Twitter.
I'm at Smashing Plastic. Look, we love your thumbs. We love your comments. Please comment below.
We love your thumbs.
We love your thumbs. Thanks very much.
See ya.
See ya.